what financial position were you in when you started your practice? You said you basically got a room off of Craigslist.
Mhm.
Did you have to borrow money? If so, how much? Where did you get it from? Was it friends and family, SBA loan? How'd you do it?
Yeah. So I bartended and waited tables all through chiropractic college. I think service industry jobs are easy. It's cash on hand, and everybody should do that because it gives you a bit of humanity. A,
Nice.
but B, it lets you move. So I didn't have two nickels rubbed together. I had a whole bunch of debt. And this is 2008. So this is a different time. People don't remember that. Like 08, 09 was rough on a lot of people. Things were crumbling down pretty hard. And, we're naive to it because we're in school, right? And we're worried about passing Part 4 boards. So each time is different. I'd imagine coming a student graduating in 2023 is probably in a similar position. A lot of uncertainty in the world, right? So I didn't have two nickels rubbed together. I came down, started bartending, stuffing money in my pocket just to survive. I went the SBA route. So my family's not well off. My dad pulled money out of his house to use as leverage against. Basically, he gave me that money to put in my account so that way I could like show the government that I had money to get the money that I needed to start my practice. So so that's what got me off the ground. Was they basically gave me money, seed money to borrow against, and then I gave him his money back, and just used the SBA loan. So it was very creative.
Excellent. Within that SBA loan, was there a salary for yourself? Was there something to live on?
No, because I was bartending. Again, I think it depends on your season too, right? If you're married and have 3 kids, it's a very different position than if you're young and single, right? And so I was young and single, and I was like, all right, I'll eat what I kill, meaning I opened my practice January of 09. And so I worked Monday through Friday at the office and worked Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night at the bar from 8 till 3 a.m. So it was a grind because that's what it had to be. At the end of the day, we all have these ambitions. We'll open the door and 100 patients will walk through the door. It's like, yeah, when that doesn't happen, now what, right? So you have to plan, like, was it Mike Tyson says, every good plan goes awry when you get punched in the mouth. So, you gotta be ready. So yeah. I did both. So, and that's what it was. And that's what was needed to do that. So the money I had was for build out because the space I had needed a lot of work. So it was for build out. It was for hard costs for tables, things like that, and a little bit of marketing. And that was it.
Interesting. And you know what? Listen, I really appreciate what you just said, because when I was coming out of school, and I'm sure you had this too, you always had these blowhards that would tell you, oh yeah, I open the door and I'm seeing 600 people a week. And
Yeah.
did you not hear those people?
All the time.
I want to emphasize the importance of hard work. And you said something interesting, as you were starting to build up to this, which was you figured it out, and you have to do what other people are not willing to do to have the success that you have. And I think that that's a key takeaway here, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty good. So you just don't stop working. It's pretty simple.
It's the I'm a doctor doesn't mean anything when you're slinging drinks, and but at the end of the day, like, the ends justify the means, right? You have to do the work to get through, right? And a lot of work comes into the practice. And so if you're coming out as a new grad and you're like, I'm gonna open practice, it takes 10 times as much money, 10 times as much work to get half as far as you want. That's just a reality. It comes down to it, because you just don't know what you don't know. In a decade, you go, man, I wasted so much time, so much money, because I didn't know the lessons I need to learn. So that's why I talk about an associate being such an important, right? Or mentors along the way. It's like, save me $100 grand by giving me 2 pieces of advice that I actually use. That's pretty straightforward.